Money in the Bank 2022 is finally upon us, and it takes place tomorrow on pay-per-view. There are currently 6 matches on the card, with no Roman Reigns to defend his Unified World Heavyweight Championship. My name is Manlykefresh, and without further ado, let's start the video and go through the matches on the card. Let's go. To get all updates on what videos I'm due to come out next and when they're due to come out, and just to follow me in general, you can follow me on Twitter at Manlykefresh, www.twitter.com/Manlykefresh. And the first match I'm going to cover is the Raw Women's Championship match between Bianca Belair, who will be defending her championship against Carmella. Carmella is money. So, Carmella wasn't supposed to be Bianca's original opponent. It was meant to be Judgment Day's Rhea Ripley, but Rhea Ripley's got a head injury of some sort, so she'll be out for a while. So, Carmella won a 5-women's elimination match, I believe, to become the #1 contender. As much as I do like Carmella in terms of in-ring ability, she's not very credible. WWE is to blame for that. WWE has made her like this, especially with that whole Corey Graves angle. She's not really up there with the big women. She's there as like Miz and Miz. Yeah, Miz and Mrs. kind of thing. Reality TV show character. So I feel like Bianca Belair will retain her championship. But I feel like, and I hope this does happen, Bayley returns, as Bayley was supposed to fight Bianca last Money in the Bank for the Women's SmackDown Women's Championship, and attacks Belair after the match. So Bianca to win, Bayley hopefully to return and beat up Bianca.
Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever.
And the next match I'm going to cover will be the SmackDown and Raw Women's Money in the Bank match, where Alexa Bliss from Raw, Liv Morgan from Raw, Asuka from Raw, and the former Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch will be added to the mix, along with SmackDown's Raquel Gonzalez, or Rodriguez, whatever they're calling her now, Lacey Evans, and Shotzi in a 7-woman Money in the Bank match. So, all of these women earned the right to be in the match, with Becky Lynch just winning the last chance Battle Royal, I think. Was it Battle Royal that they had on Raw this past Monday, to earn her spot after she has been on a downward spiral as of late. So, in the women's ladder match, what can we expect? So, in this match, there are 3 credible women that I feel should win the match, but obviously 2 of them have already won it already. So Becky Lynch obviously is the mega star out of everyone in this match. Asuka has won it. I think it's 4 women. I think have won it. Is it 4 women? No, it's 3 women. So Asuka, no, four people that I believe that are viable for this match, but only 3 have won. 3 of them out of the 4 have won. So Becky Lynch has won it. Asuka has won it. Alexa Bliss, I think, has won it twice, I believe. And Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan is never won the Money in the Bank contract, but she is red hot. I feel like WWE has been pushing her quite a lot as of late. Even though her and Bliss have got this little friends little thing going on right now, I think there's going to be a lovely little battle between those 2 in this match. But I can only think of one person winning the contract right now. Asuka, WWE is shit on her to return. So I'll give this one to Liv Morgan. I think let's try an underdog, someone who's never won a championship before. Let's give it to Liv Morgan. So Liv Morgan to win the Women's Money in the Bank briefcase. And back over to Raw, we have the almighty Bobby Lashley taking on the United States champion Austin Theory for the United States Championship. I'm not a big fan of Theory, to be honest. I don't. I see the factor. He does remind me of a young John Cena, but he's not as charismatic as John Cena. But I feel they're currently using Bobby Lashley as a means to push Theory to higher levels. I don't think this will be the only match these two are going to have. I think maybe it will cumulate. How do you say the word? Excuse me. So it will end at SummerSlam, I think. But I feel like to keep both men like hot and not to make them lose any momentum, I thought Bobby Lashley will win this match by disqualification because Theory is just a cheap heel. He cannot win a match clean. So disqualification will either be in terms of Chad Gable and Otis interfering, or it could just be he whacks Bobby Lashley with a belt. So Bobby Lashley to win by disqualification, and Theory will retain his championship, and these guys will pick up where they left off at the next pay-per-view. And another inter-brand match with Raw's Street Profits, We Want the Smoke, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford taking on the ones of the Bloodline, the Usos, for the Unified Tag Team Championships. So this rivalry has been going on for quite a while, to be honest, especially now that Randy Orton and Riddle are now out of the mix. So the Street Profits can finally get their long-awaited one-on-one match with the Usos for the Tag Team Championships. I kind of feel that the Street Profits are kind of come to an end at some point. Reason being is, anyone noticed how thick and hench Montez Ford has started to become? I know Vince isn't running the ship no more, but let's face it, WWE like guys that have muscle. And I feel like maybe Montez could get a main event push or a singles mid-card push, which means that in order for that to work, they can't win the Tag Team Championships. So the Usos will win and retain their championships to keep the Bloodline with all the gold. And over to SmackDown, we have our second women's championship match with the defending champion Ronda Rousey defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against former women's champion in Natalya. Now, these two have a history, a very interesting history. If you remember, when Ronda Rousey became an active wrestler, the person that was the kayfabe or legitimately training her how to handle WWE wrestling was Natalya. These two were good friends back then. And somewhere down the line, you know, I don't know whether it's because one's a heel, one's a good guy, they've kind of gone their own separate ways. But Natalya is possibly the only legitimate threat to Ronda Rousey on the SmackDown brand, which is worrying because Natalya has sunk from grace to grass over the years because of WWE's poor booking and management skills. So I feel like in order for Natalya to get elevated back to where she used to be, and I don't think this will be the last match, Natalya needs to do something shocking at this pay-per-view. And what I feel she needs to do is to make Ronda Rousey tap out to the sharpshooter. She won't win the match, I don't think, but if she makes Natalya makes Ronda Rousey tap out, which I don't think anyone has done. If Ronda Rousey wins the match, then they have a reason to carry on this match to SummerSlam. So Ronda Rousey to win this match. And in this moment, I'm going to pay homage to Vader. It's time! It's time! Time! It's main events! Time! Yeah, that's what I thought. Men's Money in the Bank ladder match will be the main event of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. So it's currently 7 men are registered to be in this match, with currently 3 being from Raw and 3 being from SmackDown, with Seth freaking Rollins, the Nigerian Giant, Omos, and Matt Riddle from Raw. And then we have the Scottish Psychopath, Drew McIntyre. We have the Celtic Warrior, the absolute brawler, Sheamus. And then we have Mr. Conspiracy Theorist himself, Sami Zayn. All 6 men have qualified, and then we have 1 slot left, who is yet to be announced. So there were many people that I think could be viable for this match. It could even be a John Cena. We could probably get a cheeky Randy Orton, even though Randy Orton isn't physically cleared to compete. It could be, but you know, stranger things have happened. We could get the Brooklyn Brawler. Who else is there? Could there be? I don't know if they're going to do another last person or last chance battle royal on SmackDown, because they did one on Raw. So the only thing that I can actually think of is going to be a rivalry that has been going on for a while, which I think may come, I can't say the word again, which may come to an end at this pay-per-view, which probably will be on the pre-show. So I thought maybe Elias, or his alter ego, Ezekiel, will take on Kevin Owens for the final spot, because I think Kevin Owens won their match at Hell in a Cell. So he will be so one of those 2 will be in the match. And then who could be Mr. Money in the Bank if Kevin Owens or Elias Ezekiel gets added to it? So I think if Omos was to win, everybody will be uproar, because Omos is nowhere ready to be a singles champion, let alone a world champion. He shouldn't be fighting for nothing. So, and the problem is everyone in this roster has been destroyed or by Roman Reigns. So the only thing I can think of is possibly Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is the only legitimate person. He's probably a strong number 2 behind Roman Reigns, and also he deserves a chance to be champion in front of people, because he was champion during the Thunderdome era. So Drew McIntyre to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. So guys, that's all the matches covered. Now stay tuned for my final thoughts. Ladies and gentlemen, you have reached the end of my prediction video, so please make sure you like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you don't, I will come to your house, I will open your front door, and I will come and press subscribe for you. It's not hard, just click on the corner up on the corner of my profile and click channel Manlykefresh.INC. Subscribe! That's what you got to do. Anyway guys, enjoy the pay-per-view, and I'll see you at the next prediction video. Take care. Bye.